Welcome to the...
Oh, come on.
voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person...
Cody.
Oh,
Cody, good morning.
hi.
Are you up and dressed and all ready for the exam?
I'm not dressed.
Well, you really need to be ready and you really need to be on your way to school for the English exam, which starts at 8:45. All right, then, see you in a bit. Bye.
Why?
I think she just woke up.
Morning, folks. No coat needed for you, hard as nails. Good morning. Well, what have you got there? From Stan's? Nice.
Every emotion except boredom is probably a good way to describe being a head teacher because every day is different.
What are you waiting for? Exams, English, let's give it everything we got, please.
It is a challenging job, but at the same time, it is the most incredible job, the most rewarding job. A job where you come in and say, I'm going to change somebody's life if I do my job properly.
It's January and the start of the GCSE mock exam period at Harrop Fold.
Come on, folks, straight to where we need to be, please. Wine gums for breakfast. Nutritious and delicious.
Why are year 11s doing their exams now? I thought they were doing it in June.
Mocks, they're mocks.
That's what I don't understand. A mock isn't a real exam, so why do it? That's what I don't...
G1A.
Is that where your exam is?
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know where that is.
It's one of them down there. Good luck. I know you're going to grab it by scruff at neck.
Has everybody got everything they need? Raise your hand now if there's any issue. OK, best of luck, off you go.
I don't really know why the government invented exams, to be honest. My top tips are just to not be distracted by your mates, and the worst one's probably my phone.
To be honest with you, the mocks, I think,
pointless. People are like, right, well that's sad, not going to bother with that.
Okay, Mr. Ben, sir, if you're around, can you just don't miss getting them young people into the exam?
Kim is just standing outside the examination room at the minute.
Kim, what are you telling me here? You're not allowed or you're not going in?
I'm not allowed and I'm not going in.
Well, but you can't do that. You need to get in to do your exam
I'm not going
and get
in there.
Use your brain here.
I'm not going in that room.
Kim, and you're looking me in the eye. I think you're doing this on purpose
No,
because
I'm
you don't want to do your
not.
English
I
exam.
don't want to stay in there.
I don't want to sit in there. I know, but it's not about what you want. 140 people who don't want to do it, but they're doing it.
No, I'm not doing it now, I'm not doing it.
So half of this is because you're worried. Is that what you're saying?
Sit down there. You're about to do your exams. In April, May, you're doing proper GCSEs. And Kim, if you pull this, you're going to get your GCSE paper ripped up.
Good.
No, but you don't think that's good. Remember, I've worked with you for 5 years. I'm not letting you give up on your GCSEs.
Why?
Because I care too much.
As educators, you're like, come on, why on earth would you not put pen to paper and show everyone how good you could be? Why would you not do it? But then very quickly in your head, you start going, actually, why are they not doing it? There'll be a reason why they're not doing it. And that's going to be something along the lines of confidence, or it's easier not to do the exam and then say, well, I didn't even bother trying in the exam, than doing the exam, trying your best and failing, because we don't like to fail.
Come on, miss. Would you rather go off the corridor? Come on.
I'm just panicking about you guys.
OK, do you want a drink or anything? No? Yeah.
Year 11 Shannon has come to see Mr Povey rather than sit her exam.
So what is it about the exams exactly that's worrying you?
Just not being able to do it.
But you are bright.
But I'm not, because I can't do anything.
Do you really believe that? You actually can't do the work? And in fact, before we even talk about your work, let's talk about you as a person. And I've only known one issue I had to deal with. Do you remember that accident thing you did with Mr Malaloo that time with the pen, and you were like, oh my goodness, sir, the pen's hit him and I didn't ever mean it to? That's the only major thing I've ever known from you. And I know enough about life, Shannon, to know that if somebody with a really good attitude puts enough work in, they'll do well.
I'm bricking it. I want to go college to be a forensic criminal psychologist. And I need to get 3 A to Bs and then 5 Cs. I feel like I can't do what everyone's always saying that I can.
What's the point of these mocks?
To get us ready for the proper ones.
Yeah, they're a practice. And if you're not confident, nick some of my confidence, because I believe in you 100%.
We've got to get these kids ready, not just for the exams that they'll be sitting, but getting them ready for life. And confidence, we know, is the difference between somebody applying for that fantastic university and the dream they could have gone off and not.
You're brilliant, you're not seeing it at the moment, but I'll make you see it. By hook or by crook, I'll find a way of making you see it. Sound good? Should we get you back in? Come on. Do you want another tissue? You don't have to pay for them, you know, they're for free. Thank you, sir. Hello, team.
This meeting kind of being hijacked slightly in light of the mocks, and we just felt it was useful to have a conversation. So I'll hand over to Drew.
Thanks for your time, I do appreciate it.
Mr. Povey has called a meeting with his senior teaching staff.
I don't want to be coming in like the Prince of Darkness at the beginning of this meeting, spreading a load of negativity, but we know the exam series this year is going to be tougher than it ever has been. We know that coursework has been reduced, if not completely taken away. We know that we're dealing with a whole different measurement within English and maths, and we're looking at all the courses are becoming more rigorous, so it's not going to get any easier.
Talk about the cards being stacked against you. The whole exam system has become so big and so important because you can measure that really easily. What we've found at Harrop is that the cuts over the last 9 years have really had a big impact. Take, for example, 35, 36 students in some classes. You're not going to have some of the resources available to help them with learning, so it's a real challenge, but it's something we're going to have to overcome.
Generally, a lot of our students struggle to believe in themselves, so I think we need to work on that with them.
Deputy Head Mrs. Benigno has recently been placed in charge of overseeing the school's results.
I mean, I'm ultimately responsible for progress and outcomes, so there is a major responsibility on me, and I'm so desperate for the kids to do well. I feel like we deserve it. You know, we work hard.
Whatever it takes, we have to be absolutely bang on for every kid and for the school now, because there's a reputational issue that I think we could possibly face this summer. I've not been too negative, have I?
So, don't go yet, don't go yet. Last bit before we're done. Booster session, we've got to go through. No, this is positive. Please don't moan. He's going to help you. What do you need tonight? You need an early night. Yeah, you need plenty of water down you, nice and refreshed. Have a bit of food. Think of the car engine. How does a car work? You put fuel in it, it works. If you don't put fuel in, what happens? Gone, yeah?
It's break time, and a fight has broken out in one of the corridors.
Swear down, fuck off! Why did you do that?
Is there two then?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
There's been a big incident with Sean, I believe. Is it Warren and Sean having a go at each other again? Yeah, it was a big one.
It's all right, keep hold of him. Right, come outside. Listen. Right, calm down. You fuck down, you fuck in my bed.
Down, kid, kid, I'm not going to let you fight with your brother. Calm down, calm down. Right.
You can't aim, I can.
Sean, sit down.
It's the mock exam period at Harrop Fold.
Has Grandad been contacted?
Yes, they'll be here in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, brilliant.
The school are dealing with a fight between brothers Year 8 Sean and Year 10 Warren.
Should we go down to reception now?
Let's do it.
All right.
Blazer's here, mate. Top man, come on.
To stop further fighting in school, Sean's granddad has arrived to take him home.
I live with my nana, my granddad, because my mum and my dad, well, they're not together anymore.
He's misexplained the situation. Warren's hit him in the ribs and has really hurt him. We've then had a blow-up of monumental proportions, but he's calmed himself and he's done really, really, really well. And what I don't want to do is cause World War III for you, and I just want to make sure that you're safe.
Great for days.
He's been doing, honestly, you need to have an outlet for your anger, mate.
He'd be good at karate and then he practiced it.
Oh, mate, you've got to get back into these things.
National champion.
Right, you and me are going to start having fallouts if you don't start doing that again. Or something. That discipline will get some of that anger out of you. Right. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Take care. Hey, tell you what, sir, they're keeping us busy today.
Right, gents, have a seat.
Mr. Povey is being informed about the fight between the two brothers.
Right, what happened with Sean?
There's been an issue with Sean and Warren. Warren's got into the classroom when he shouldn't have done something to the door. Sean's come out and apparently got cocky, as Warren put it. So Warren ended up hitting him in his ribs and it's kicked off.
Right, so you had to restrain Sean?
Yeah.
Family members are always going to fall out. I think that was rather severe. It's how it's dealt with after the issues happen that's absolutely key. Yeah, we can't allow that to happen. We've got to support that longer-term view of how those two interact in here, but out there too.
It sounds like Sean has actually maybe got one over on Warren, which is exactly what I'd have done to you.
It's like history repeating itself then. You'd have done that to me, although we did put you in the bin in the art corridor.
The three Povey brothers have worked together for the past 11 years.
There's a bond there that's always been there for all of us because we are brothers. Do we have to manage that sometimes? Yeah, I've had to personally over the years.
Yeah. You know, with Drew at the helm, we'll always get behind him.
Lock him in. Have you got a key? Double lock it.
They're all together. They're all there for each other, aren't they? Yeah. Are you actually going to speak?
Come on, get to your lessons, please, hurry up.
Well, one's really strict, one's a head teacher, and the other one we didn't really know about.
Dickhead.
I can't choose out of all three of them. They're all mint.
Right, I'll see you later, guys.
Has everyone got the book? Yes, miss, we've all got our book.
Can you just lighten up a bit?
No. Until you're passing your GCSEs, I'm not lightening up.
It's the end of the second week of the school's mocks, and the English results are in.
So I'll give you back the lit ones that I've got. You need to be looking at where you've lost marks. 9 times out of 10, we've lost marks because we've not bothered to try and answer the question.
I got 6 marks on this one. If you'd written more and explored language further, this would increase.
What's a verb? An action.
ING. Like ING.
Yeah, like running, walking, talking. You're going to get sick of me saying this, but if you are disappointed now with what you have got in front of you, you need to be thinking about what you are going to do in order to not feel that same way in August.
Do you know how it works out with the new grading system, by the way? Around here, 4 is around the old C-, and a 5 is around the C+. An 8 is an A*, and a 9 is like this new top grade, the A***, okay?
Wouldn't it have been brilliant if they'd have made all the subjects go from letters to numbers in 1 year? But of course, no, that would have been far too simple for us in education because we like to make the very simple complex. So what did we do? Well, we had 2 subjects, English and maths, go to numbers, and then the rest of the subjects have stayed with letters. So that is like doubly confusing for everybody. Literally, you'd think it was made up, wouldn't you?
So where do we think we're going to be around here?
Bottom 3, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
in all subjects? And a U.
Kim, you got 3 marks because you only answered 2 questions.
I don't care about the marks.
Well,
marks.
I do.
So it's over now, so I don't need to win no more. I don't care.
That was your best paper.
I don't care about the stupid marks. I've done.
You do care about
Well, I don't care, otherwise.
In your real GCSE?
I won't work.
You will learn.
Oh, I won't work.
You will learn.
Are you taking a minute?
Ben had a chat with you this morning. Okay. Hello, miss. Have we got Sean? Can I take Sean, please?
It's supposed to be a lesson, sir, but he's had I think he had a bit of a bad dinner.
Okay. I'll keep them with me for a bit, miss, and then I'll bring them back if they need be. Is that okay?
Following yesterday's incident,
come on, lads.
Mr. Povey is meeting with brothers Warren and Sean.
We ready to come into this room and be sensible?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Come on. Go on the far end, lads. We'll have a seat. I'm going to have a chat with both of you. But before we go any further, is there any chance that you two are going to start fighting again in the office or trying to jump over the table and get to each other?
No.
Warren?
No, sir.
OK. His manners are better than yours because he put sir on the end of it, so already he's point scoring. But in all seriousness, I do want to talk about what happened yesterday. It was a serious incident yesterday and staff had to get involved. You're family and you definitely shouldn't be hitting each other. Just leave your eyes on mine, lads. I don't want to see them hitting the floor because there's some really serious points we're going to make here. Don't expect to see brothers hitting each other, but it definitely shouldn't happen in a school. I've got 2 brothers and I understand what it's like having your brother in school. I get some of the frustrations. I used to see him on the corridor and say things to him, and we used to have banter that sometimes went too far. I totally get that, but I would not expect brothers to handle things in that way. I mean, you know, how could this have played out if a member of staff had got hurt? We will have members of staff in this school who are pregnant. You imagine a female member of staff, when you'd lost it, coming to deal with that issue, or you barging into them, what could have happened?
Could have lost a baby.
Could have been really serious. Could have been really serious, boys. So what have you learned from this, Sean? Do you think you could have found a way, in some way, Sean, to calm yourself down?
No.
No way? So you're going to tell me you're going to go through the rest of your life and every time someone does something that hacks you off, you're just going to kick off as royally as possible? You're really telling me that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life?
Probably.
Well, if that's the case, where are you going to end up?
Probably in jail.
Yeah. Or worse. Would you change anything, final time, about what happened with that issue yesterday? No? You'd still go down the corridor, you'd still kick off and you'd still put staff at risk. Is that correct? You still do that? OK. Just give us a minute, Warren, and wait outside for us. Think about what you're saying. Sean, look at me. By saying that I'll do the same again puts us in a really difficult position. Can I trust you in school? That's the question I've got to answer in my own head. What else can I do? You imagine you're head teacher of this school and I'm the naughty boy and I'm sitting here in your office and you've got to make a decision about whether you're going to trust me to go to my lessons, and I'm saying, if that happens again, I'm kicking off. You'd have to make a difficult decision about me, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You've got to convince me now, without your kid in the room, that you're going to say to me, look, I'm going to try.
No, I will leave it. Obviously, I'm not going to say nothing to him, but like, I'm not going to do nothing because obviously I don't want to get out.
Okay. So you're going to give me your word now, and I'm old-fashioned, so you don't have to write. You're going to give me your word. You're going to try as best you can to leave it in school.
Yeah.
Promise me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're a decent enough lad to know what's right and wrong. And he is your brother and he is family. And no, we can't choose our family, but we still care for them, even though it can be really hard to do that sometimes, can't it?
Yeah.
And I can help you with that, because I think you're a mature young man. You'll do well at this school, I'm confident, but you need to work with us. Is that fair enough?
Yes, sir.
We're going to go out there and show everybody a different show now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Good lad. OK, come on.
This might sound a strange thing to say, but I'm glad it happened in school.
You two good now? Yeah?
If that had happened out on the street, that could have got really nasty and there could have been serious harm done to one or both of those boys.
And if you've got a problem, either of you, will you just come and see me? I'm not being funny, I'll bang your heads together, no problem, the pair of you. There'll be nothing you two can do about it. And any of your mates either, by the way.
It's the end of the day. The school's deputy heads are meeting with Mr. Povey to discuss the first wave of exam results.
I mean, how bad are they? I mean, if we're talking mocks and bad, like
I'll
how
be honest,
bad?
it's not looking great, I'll be honest. In
Okay.
maths, I've managed to open the spreadsheets of each individual teacher. We've had a glance over, haven't we?
Yeah.
There are a couple of 6s, I think, in the top set, and then a couple of 5s and then some 4s. After that, it does seem to be much more like the lower grades, and it's a mixture of U's, 1s, 2s.
Okay.
So it is obviously pretty poor.
It's looking like 5 or 6%, which is just... It's as bad as we've ever seen.
Worst that I've ever seen.
You know, I'm not an excuse maker, but we're kind of paying the price, aren't we, for how tight it all is.
Yeah.
Big class sizes at Key Stage 3, all those things that we knew ultimately we would.
It just plays catch up. If you take shortcuts, and we've taken shortcuts for knocking on the door in 9 years now, and those shortcuts, they come back and get you.
As a school, we are chronically underfunded. It makes it really, really hard. When you look at our current Year 11s, you're thinking to yourself, what could we have given these kids?
I remember many years ago sitting in meetings and saying to Drew and other staff at the time, I wish we didn't have to keep talking about finances. We're a school, we should be talking about learning and progress and education and work. And a generation of young people are being penalised.
Some of the kids, they're actually saying they don't care at the minute. That's where their heads are at. They see it as pointless. They've had the mocks and some of them are seeing it now as like they need a rest, which is probably the opposite of what they need at the minute. They don't understand what it is to have to sit for 2 hours and write at length in a good way.
No punctuation, no capital letters, handwriting bad.
How do we actually feel about it? Because
you can probably tell I'm looking quite stressed today. I'm trying to keep calm. I'm worried because, like you say, it is a true picture of actually what the children have performed at, you know.
Absolutely devastated. We're looking at single figures in terms of 5 GCSEs, 4 and above, and C and above, which means that less than 10% of our kids, if those results become reality, are going to be able to go on to the college courses that we'd want them to have. Quite simply, that is not good enough.
We can't rock up without in the summer.
No.
Because I can't even imagine what disadvantages that would bring to a cohort of kids. It's almost unthinkable.
Yeah. Remember, we felt like we peaked too early last year. Well, we definitely haven't done that yet.
No, we haven't peaked.
No.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? This is the weather, you need a decent coat. That looks like a decent coat. Yeah, that's what you need, don't you? Anyway.
The machine is ready to go.
Oh, thank you. We've got a meeting, yeah, so thank you for that. That's marvellous.
I don't worry about many things, and I wouldn't say I have sleepless nights particularly easily, but I'm really worried about these results because we can't let those kids down. We talk at Harrop about making the difference. We have to do whatever it's going to take this year to make the difference.
All right? Oh, yeah, OK. Got some work to do.
It's the day after Mr. Povey received the mock results, and a meeting of the entire teaching staff has been called.
Morning, everybody. I just wanted to give you a few updates. The current tracking is looking around about 5% on track for passes in both maths and English, which obviously I imagine for you is not where we want to be. OK? It's not a figure we want to see in lights. So I would ask you, have you sought advice? Have you talked together with other members of staff? Are you confident that your predictions are accurate? I think as well what the students are saying to us is that they're not getting enough exam practice. They don't feel confident enough with exam-style questions. It's back to basics. Within the lessons, have we got high-quality teaching and learning and assessment? OK, thank you.
I know we've run over, but I think this is probably one of the most important meetings we have all year. So the first thing I'm going to say is it's not good enough. As staff, we're going to have to really think carefully about what we do with our young people to get them where we need to be, because Jenny's rightly said, this is going to come from us. This is our responsibility. We're the professionals. We lead those young people. We've got to get those young people where they need to be. We've got to get hold of the parents tonight, and we've got to say to the parents, we need you to help get your young people where they need to be by summertime. Change starts this morning. Get the students to take on those challenges. As staff, we're going to have to do things differently to get ourselves to where we need to be. A lot of work to do, but I know there's a team that I'd like to do it with, and it's people in this room. Let's roll our sleeves up. Let's make change happen. Thanks very much.
Here's where we find out who wants it.
Quite right, yeah.
You OK, sir?
Yeah, good. I've got to go to this other meeting. There's lots going on. Yeah, Year 11 mocks. It's just absolute balls to the wall. I'll do whatever I need to do. I'll pull people in. I'll make the comments. No, I will. All right. See you later. Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to go through a few questions that we've done in the last bit of tourism on countries and continents to help you lot, because a lot of people don't seem to know where is what. OK? Where is Kenya?
Africa.
Africa. We studied all these different countries. What's the capital city of Kenya? It's in your book. It's on the map. Begins with an N.
Narnia.
It's not Narnia. Capital city of Kenya, and Shannon says Narnia. Nice.
Hi, Sean. You all right, mate?
I didn't lock it, by the way. I just didn't know
got time for a
which
chat?
one. Us.
Yeah, us.
Following the fight, the school want to channel Sean's energy in a positive direction. Languages teacher Mr. Hamdawi also runs the school's boxing club.
What do you think about coming boxing? You up for it? They've said you can come because we think it will benefit you in a few ways. I think it'll be good for you as well. You know, get your anger out there rather than out in the classroom and on the corridors and whatnot. Especially not towards teachers. But we'll sort it out. But listen, it's going to teach you to control yourself when you come boxing with us. Don't go wild.
Hurry up, ladies, gents. Come on.
Mr. Povey has called an assembly with all the Year 11 students to reveal their mock GCSE results.
Awful. I got 0, 0, 0. G, G, D, U, G.
What did you get?
Got a 1. They're staying in there.
Whatever's written on that paper now, how do you actually feel about that now? Imagine this was in the summer and they were your actual grades. They're going to go with you for the rest of your life. They're going to carry through. They're going to define you. They're going to open doors for you and close other doors. How would you actually feel today if this was summer 2017 and that's what you've dished up 16 years of your life? Second thing I want to say, the biggest barrier that I see in people in here, you don't have that belief. I have conversations with people in this room and you genuinely don't think you can do anything. You talk yourself down. If you've not got belief in yourself, what are we going to do? What I want to say to you now is this is not the end. We've got a lot of work to do, but it's nowhere near the end. Reflect on that, please.
It's 3 p.m. and Mr. Povey has invited the parents of Year 11s to join the session.
The parents can support us, but we've got to be on the same page. We've all been through school, haven't we? And we'll all have had a different experience of school, some bad, some good, some downright ugly. So for a parent to go back into school, it is a little bit unnerving and it does take you back to when you were at school. And for us, it's about breaking down those barriers to say, look, we need to work together to give this young person the best.
How short is that skirt?
It's too big.
Pull it down.
Has it rolled up?
I really have to work hard to get my grades, like Kimberly does. If I could do it all again, I would do it differently.
That's her, innit?
No.
Oh. Yeah. Why are you saying no like that?
Because I said no and then you asked again.
I was mouthy and lippy. It's like looking in the mirror when I look at Daisy at school.
She got told off, that woman there. Because she always wears dead short dresses.
If you spent half your time trying dead hard than gossiping, you'd do fabulous.
What does that mean?
I didn't do good. 100 UGG. Miss York said, look on the bright side. She said, we're not looking at the bad stuff, we're looking at the good stuff today.
It's a good job then, isn't it?
A lot of parents' evenings seem to have a teacher behind a desk, and that's almost like coming in and sitting an exam.
Hello, come and grab a chair, yeah. We're just having a conversation, Mum.
We had to make it informal. If we're doing a lot of work with the students, and then we've got the staff on board with it, the missing link is always going to be the home link. You've got to get them going, OK.
This shows you didn't know as much as you thought you did, doesn't it?
I think you as a year group feel like you can't do it, so I won't.
I think it's definitely different than when I was at school. They talk to him like they're adults instead of being spoken down to like a child.
You said English is crap.
We just keep doing the same stuff.
But you still can't do it.
I know.
That is appalling for you, a D in geography. Me and you can stay late Fridays. I'm serious.
I am.
I've always been motivated in terms of my job. Parents are giving you the responsibility of their child throughout the working day. You've got that duty of care. You've got a chance to shape like their future. I'm actually getting quite emotional thinking about that. I think now because I'm a parent myself.
That's the worry for me these days. That's going to look bad on your profile.
Does that also reflect on the school as well?
Yeah, I'll be honest, yeah, it does.
This frustration sometimes when the results don't quite reflect how much we care, how hard we work, how much we want this for the young people and for our school.
Why would you want to run around? Because it's getting you nothing.
Well, it's fine then, because if you want to get a job in Asda or Tesco's, we get that staff discount, get our shopping cheaper. How about that?
Can we take a seat, please, everyone? Well, I hope this one will land even more. We wanted to do something different because a lot of those results on those sheets of paper, they're just not good enough. If we want to boost those grades, it's about them coming in every day, and as parents and carers, we really want your support with that. But too many of our students are turning up and have either got an energy drink for the breakfast, wrong thing, or they've not had any breakfast at all. And the other thing I'd like to talk about is homework. On these new specs, particularly for English and maths, they're going to need to do more work at home than we've ever seen before. I am really, really worried. We really need your help.
I actually thought it went quite well.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was
better
really
than I was
good.
expecting.
Yeah.
I think it showed us a few things, actually.
Yeah.
That we've probably got more parental support.
Yeah.
Do you want to do maths 1-to-1?
Yeah, but I want lessons.
Shannon, what I'm saying is, would you not be better going after school?
I know, but I can't unless she's not
What do you mean you have to pick your cousin up?
from school.
How old's your cousin? What, and you have to do that every single day?
Because my aunt is not well.
I just don't think that's fair on you, because that means you can't do any period 7s. Can somebody else not pick your cousin up? Right, I need to speak to your mum. Come here. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm so sorry, I didn't want to upset you. I stink of chicken crisps as well. Sorry. Is that what's getting to you, your auntie? And what's up with her?
She's just not well.
OK. Right, it's too much pressure on you, this, isn't it? Yeah? I'm going to ring your mum this afternoon and we'll see what we can do.
You know, I was born quite close to here. And I feel like I've got just a good knowledge of the area. I really like the students here. They've got some grit. When you look at, you know, some of the circumstances of some of these young people and then you realise they come in functioning as well as they do, I just want to make the difference and help them and, you know, have good relationships with them.
Do we have many Year 11s go past?
Not a handful, sir.
I received, miss, thank you.
It's the end of the school day.
Why aren't you at period 7? It's maths. You have. You've all got maths tonight. I know a couple of people have got dentists. Go back into maths, please, boys. It's period 7 maths. Sam, you've missed enough learning today, lad. Maths, in.
Following the poor mock results, the school are putting on extra twilight lessons for the Year 11s.
You've got a maths session on tonight, I promise you. Go into maths, it's all laid out, it's all on.
Sometimes they just need to be told, for your benefit, you're going back inside that building and you're going to do some more work.
Get in to get maths.
And it's not something we're going to have a conversation about.
Moving to all staff with radios. I've just sent Luke and Sam back in for maths.
Yeah, receiving, sir. I've got you loud and clear. Right, OK, you need some zip, you blokes. And bloke gets here. We need to get some fire in what we're doing. Come on. Now, Tom, I know you want to be an engineer. If being an engineer means sitting there, feeling sorry for yourself and tired, well, mate, you ain't going to get it. So either get your paper or think of another job, because I'm trying to push you along here. Get your paper and let's get going.
That idea of tough love, sometimes you have to do it. And having to say, look, you're not thanking me for it now, and I'm sure I'm not on anybody's birthday or Christmas card list, but you might thank me in the summer when those results come through for you.
So, 0.3 to a fraction. How many numbers are after the point? 1 on the 0.3. 2 numbers after, it's over 100. If there's 3 numbers after, it's over 1,000. That's what you've just got wrong in the test. Come on, you know that. We cannot make that any easier for you.
We're just going to go through what we kind of talked about a bit on the phone.
Right. Well, they look good. That's what I'm doing, but Indian for art. Nice then.
Come in, have a seat.
With Shannon unable to attend after-school classes, Mrs Benigno has called in her mum.
The exams in the summer, this is the timetable.
16th for me, isn't it, my first one?
Yeah, you've got like a month. We're going to make period 7 compulsory. Right. I mean, I know she sometimes picks up this little girl. What's your name?
Ava.
Ava. Is that still having to happen?
All depends if My mum can't get there, yeah.
If you could maybe let us know if there is ever a time where she can't stay.
I'll get my mum to phone if she needs to pick her up.
But fingers crossed, if we can crack Shannon's anxieties a little bit as best we can in school, build your confidence, believe in yourself a bit more, and you'll do well.
That's the main thing, that, isn't it? Confidence.
Yeah. OK, deal?
The school's boxing club is about to begin, and Sean is attending his first session.
Sean, this is Sam. Sam, this is Sean. How's it going, Park? You okay? Yeah. So Sam's a professional cage fighter, so he knows his stuff. When we were talking about, behaving in school and, how to control your anger and stuff.
When you lose your anger, the other person who's calm controls the fight because I've lost it.
Completely. Yeah, it's same with anything in life. If you get stressed out, you say things you don't mean, you do, and you're not thinking straight. So it's the same in a fight, it's the same in life, exactly the same in school.
I know you had a bit of an explosion, didn't we? But we're going to try and avoid them things, aren't we? Yeah. Have you got a kit on you today?
Yeah, it's in my bag.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get changing. Come back in 5 minutes, we'll be ready for you. Some students, they want something different. Some people learn differently. And for me, boxing and martial arts, it teaches you respect. That's the main thing.
Come on, guys, let's pick the pace up, nice and light on your toes.
So I've been trying to get Sean to come for a while.
That's it. OK, everyone, drop the ropes where they are. So we're refreshing over the numbers we did last week.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
OK, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
They do boxing after school to stop us fighting because they need to know if they can trust us, like walk into lessons without fighting.
And again, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's not always me who starts the fight. It's not always my fault. But like when people say something, like one thing, it just I just switch and then just go mental at people for no reason. And I just take it out on the wrong people.
1, 2. Good, extend them shots. Bang, bang. 1, 2. Nice, man, good shot.
We don't really advocate, violence and whatnot because there's plenty of that out on the street around here. Are you left-handed, right-handed?
Right.
So you're gonna stand.
Like that.
No, he's not orthodox. I hope this is the beginning of something that Sean can focus on and channel, his energy and his emotions in the right way. And it's a game changer, I think. I'm not in charge.
Big talk for a small guy.
Who? No, all right. Let's go. Give me 1. 1, 2. Go. 1, 1. 1, 2. Go back. You good?
Yeah.
We'll drop them in here.
Alright.
You all right, mate?
You alright?
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, you reckon you come next week then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Might do.
So, might do. You best come. No, you best come.
Well, you worked a good sweat up there.
Sean, remember what you said, yeah, mate? Deal? All right. See you tomorrow, yeah? Thank you. Take care.
Do you want to get some pizza? Fire some questions at them while you have your pizza. Come on, this is your chance. What do you want to know?
Mrs. Benigno has arranged for some former students to come in to speak to some of her Year 11s struggling with confidence ahead of the upcoming GCSEs.
How do you calm your nerves before,
Are you nervous before you go into an exam?
I'm nervous for everything.
She cries all the time. Even if you're not confident, pretend you are and then you come across like you are. My big thing now at the minute is the gym. Because I think when I walk into the gym, everyone's better than me, everyone knows what they're doing and I don't know what I'm doing. And the only thing I feel comfortable to do is go to the treadmill and just walk.
Oh my God, that is actually like the mats. You see everyone on your mat, so you watch what they do to try and copy.
We go on the machine behind them and go and watch what they do.
But then when you go to do it, you're like, I'm doing it wrong, I feel dead stupid.
But no one's even looking at you when you realise.
I know.
Exactly, makes sense.
How do you get over that?
How do you get over it, she's asking.
I do that so bad with absolutely everything. I just think I can't do anything. And then I don't have the motivation to even try them.
You need to start believing in yourself. Look at things that you can do, and it'll make you, because you can do that, you can do other things as well.
You can do whatever you want. Whatever you put your mind to, honestly, you can definitely do. Every one of us, we want to do really well and we want to, be at our best, but there comes a lot of pressure with that. So it's no different when you're older, and it's like you say, you have to force yourself and pretend sometimes. I personally have had panic disorder when I was in my 20s, and at the time I think I was very anxious. I'd been living in France for 3 years. I was due to come back home, but I had no money, I had no job, and I think it just all got too much, and I ended up having really bad panic attacks. I had to just learn to manage them, to sort of breathe and calm myself down, drop my shoulders, because I've often got like tense shoulders when I'm stressed.
I do, I get dead bad pains there because I'm always like that when I'm walking and stuff.
It is hard, but it gets easier, doesn't it? The more you try something, like now, if I stand up in front of, say, like you say, all the staff, because I have to do that regularly at the beginning, I was really crapping myself. But then now I do it, everything gets easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are you upset?
Oh, cry. I'm gonna cry on you. No, I'm gonna cry now.
Why are you upset, Daisy? Go on, tell
Because
us.
I don't want to leave.
Oh.
Miss Benigno, she really has helped me through this last year. She deals with any problems that you've got or like anything, she'll help you. If it were for Miss Benigno, I probably wouldn't have even applied for college now.
I think it's all been about relationships. You know, for me, that's the thing that comes first. It's that relationship that you have with the young people. It just shows them that you believe in them and that they're worth giving time to, and therefore they should feel worthy themselves. If they know you care, if they know you'll go the extra mile, then they will pretty much do anything for you.
Do you reckon they're going to improve these results?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you all think? Are these results going to get better?
Definitely.
Yes.
Key 103
News. GCSE pass rates have fallen this year amid the biggest shake-up of exams in a generation. The proportion of students getting at least a C or a 4 under the new 9-to-1 scoring system is down on last year.
If your actual results are the same as the mocks, what happens?
Well, we'll be devastated. I personally will feel hugely responsible for it because we had 5 years in many instances with young people and we just haven't given them enough for them to go on to the next stage in their life.
Mr Povey and his deputy heads will analyse the results before the students arrive.
Morning.
Morning, Jane.
How are you two both feeling? Well,
it's
mixed.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a look.
So basics, 4+.
Looking at 30%.
Okay.
30% of students achieved 5 GCSEs of 4 and above, including English and Maths, equivalent of the old grade C.
We were tracking at 5 or 6%, so there has been improvement from the mocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hope for more than 30%, but this is a significant improvement from the mocks. When you look at the progress that those kids have made, I'm proud of them, and they've come out with some decent grades.
I'm scared.
It's 9 a.m. and the students are arriving to find out their grades.
Oh my God, I passed that. And I passed health and social. I passed 2 subjects.
Oh, baby.
Daisy didn't achieve the 4 pass rate in English and Maths, but with a merit in health and social care, she's decided to start an apprenticeship in childcare.
Some have not perhaps quite achieved what they wanted to, and that's a disappointment.
Honestly, I've got some good grades in there.
You've just got to keep going, not give up.
Well done. What do you reckon?
Pretty upper.
Go on, look. See your pass?
You've got an A.
Yeah, that was R.
Shannon passed 6 GCSEs. She's chosen to study public services at college and is a step closer to a career in forensic criminal psychology.
So I got an A. Distinction, that is. Oh, buzzing! Oh, me!
There's positives I think we can take from today. So many students have done brilliantly well.
I got it!
Some of those students, when we look back at the mocks, my goodness me, they were miles away from getting those grades.
5 in maths.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
5 in English.
You've not just come good, you've absolutely nailed it, yeah? I'm so pleased for you. Your hard work's paid off. I'm proud of you as well. We are. Well done.